Here's your host, Alex Garrett.
Well, it's Fanatics Friday, and I got to say here on the Alex Garrett One Leg Up Network, what a great deal on sale at Fanatics, because here's what's going on, okay? I posted this on AlexG NYC1, on AlexG the affiliate, and on my X, my Twitter, if you will. If you use the word CRISP as your promo code, you'll get 25% off, no minimum. Over $75 orders, 30% off. This deal is good till tomorrow night, September 28th, 2024, 11:59 p.m. Eastern. So do that. Use my affiliate link, and if you do, I'll be very grateful because, hey, guess what? You'll be supporting this network. You'll be supporting my life. And I also love the fact that I get to say you can support this work. Because at the end of the day, while we have affiliate sponsors, they are so important. And we have people that want to support the show, that do support the show. And I'm so grateful for them, and I want to shout them out. I want to put the news aside real quick and say, you know, I don't post them enough, but Podmatch, I have an affiliate link there if you want to join in there. Great podcasting search and match, if you will. Podmatch, run by Alex Sanfilippo. So their affiliate link is down there. Derek's Bags, we don't talk about them enough, but with the postseason coming around the corner here, Derek's Bags has a great promo. Did you know that? For Alex Garrett listeners. I'm going to tell you that right now. He approached me, Derek Cook did, a few months ago, or about a month or two ago. And he said, hey, Alex, I have a deal for you. How about this? He said, basically, I hope you're doing well. I just want to make sure, let you know, I made a custom code for you, or anyone else you may know, for my Etsy shop. He runs this shop for medical bags and tote bags, and they're really creative designs. And especially if you're really on the go and are someone with a disability, or just need to take care of your medical supplies and whatnot, Derek's Bags is your go-to. Well, he created a promo code for us, AlexG. And if we use that code, 50% off, no end date. Thanks so much, Derek. I'm going to do that link to his website as well on the link below. And I always love Derek's support. Whatever podcast we post, he usually reposts it. And I just want to give him some love today and say, Derek, we are in as AL East winners. We got to get the top seed for the Yankees, but maybe, just maybe, one of your bags will be good to utilize at the stadium while you're enjoying the game, and you need to just, keep your medical supplies secure. Go to Derek's Bags. He's got a whole line of awesome designs and creativity, even baseball designs as well. So you'll get that link in the description below. And then I want to add a new supporter to the podcast, if you will. Mike McDonald is a realtor of Keller Williams Elite First. And whether you're looking to buy, sell, or rent your next home, commercial or investment property, Michael told me you can reach out to him at 732-429-8707. That's 732-429-8707. Once again, make sure to call or text Michael McDonald of Keller Williams Elite, 732-429-8707 for all your real estate needs. And guess what? You'll be handled professionally, efficiently, and with unmatched results. And I'm sure he'll guide you through this housing market, what it means now that it's just a crazy time with the election cycle. A lot of people want to be first-time homeowners or want to sell their house. I'm sure both ends are a little nervous. So have Michael McDonald, help you through it. 732-429-8707. And he pitched this idea to say, hey, why don't you talk about my realty program? Because I think your listeners will be benefiting from it. So I said, sure, why not? And we've known each other for a while now. So, Michael, thanks for your support of the One Leg Up Network, Alex Garrett's One Leg Up Network. And just want to give you a shout out today. And if I find a link for you guys, I'll post it. I know you're going to put this podcast in your newsletter as well. So just go to Mike McDonald for real estate needs at 732-429-8707. That's Keller Williams Elite First. Mike McDonald. And so there you go. A few shout outs today on a Friday, Fanatics Friday, but also Affiliate and Supporter Friday. Because every once in a while I do have to, be reminded that, I have people that are willing to pitch in, step up, and support this podcast, whether it's the affiliate link from Impact.com and Fanatics, whether it's Michael McDonald, whether it's Derek's Bags. We have support here, and I got to shout them out more often. I really should. Maybe, one time per episode, and rotate them, right? You got to rotate them as if they're live reads. So I just want to give them a shout out, all of them a shout out today on the Alex Garrett One Leg Up Network. In the next coming days, you'll hear some more interviews and some more thoughts and everything like that. Right now, I will tell you that the news is kind of not as hot as it was the last couple of days. Obviously, the Yankees are AL East champions, marching on to a top seed in the American League. I mean, the top seed in the American League. And as I told people like Nick Tyrell, I said all we had to do, and this was back in May, was make sure we were winning. And those series against the Orioles early on were going to balance itself out. But come on. How sweet was it to record the final out, to blast out the Orioles, the final game between the two, and win the division in front of their faces at Yankee Stadium? How awesome is that? That's exactly the morale you want heading into the final weekend of the season and heading into the postseason. To make that mark, it's almost like planting your flag on the opposing team, and that's what the Yanks did yesterday in their own ballpark. In a series where everybody was hoping it'd be Tuesday night, Wednesday night. Didn't happen either night. I think the Yanks got pissed off and said, let's just do it tonight. And they did, backed by their ace, Garrett Cole, who had another remarkable outing. And his turnaround is worth mentioning for the entire season. In fact, this entire team's turnaround is pretty impressive. Once they got healthy, this team was looking like it could be unstoppable. The one big thing that I think they need to do is stop the base running errors. That's not going to fly in a postseason. Curb the base running mistakes, and I think they'll be okay. And then, of course, yesterday, the Athletics playing their final game at the Coliseum. It's a news story. It's a sports story. And it's a story of heartbreak because look how many fans. They would have sold out more if their ownership ran the team better. They cannot blame the fans while not running the team properly. The A's administration cannot blame the fans if they're not running the team properly. Of course the fans are not going to show up because you're running the team like crap. You did. For 16 years, you were trying to get to stay in Oakland, but in that time as well, you were pretty much a basement dweller of the AL West. Because you didn't put enough care or heart into this team. And Mark Kotsay making some final remarks is really full circle because he played for the A's back in the day. I remember he was on those big teams that featured Hudson, Mulder, and Zito. That went to the playoffs almost every season. And I think his manager, he's fired up to get them back there. You could just tell in his speech yesterday, he wants to get them back there. And he was so appreciative of his time in Oakland and of the staff in Oakland that was probably there since he was a player as well. But you can't go blaming the fans, Fisher. If you're not putting a good product out there, of course they're not going to show up and support. If they feel the team is being run like crap. Which clearly they were. And they had that feeling. So we said goodbye to Oakland, to the A's, and of course I have an affinity for them because I used to Love their green and yellow colors. I hope they keep them in Sacramento. It's part of the Athletics brand. I am honored to have met Ricky Henderson, who of course broke the base stealing record in Oakland at the Coliseum. That's why they call it Ricky Henderson Field. Reggie Jackson, believe it or not, was an A before he came to the Yankees. The big free agent signing that Steinbrenner had the first year of free agency was Reggie Jackson, straight out of Oakland. And some may not know this, but Jack Curry wrote in his book, Scott Brocious came over from the Athletics in 98. Brian Cashman's first year as general manager. Built this team, including a former Athletic, Scott Brocious. So there's a little history for you there. And then last night, I have to say, the drop passes for the Giants really pissed me off. Didn't it piss you off too? Yes, we can put some blame on Jones, but I thought he'd put him right in there. I still don't think he's a long-term answer for this team. But the last couple of weeks, he's shown he can hit his marks. And they just did not catch it for him. But that being said, I don't know what the answer is. If the defense is great one game, the offense is not. And they should have beat Dallas last night. 1,000% had that game. And I don't know why they were running it at certain times and then passing it at certain times. That's the play calling thing I don't understand. Is when you're there, just run it. And when you're a few feet out from first and goal, in the 20, you pass it. They had every chance possible to win this game. Every chance to go 2-2. And they just couldn't muster it. I do believe part of that falls on Daniel Jones. His receiving core could have caught the ball more. And then play calling was sometimes questionable this week. But thank God 7 teams make the playoffs. Because I believe that this team will be one of the 7 come January. You believe I'm saying that? Come January, this team will be one of the 7. And I know it's only week 4 and I'm making this prediction, but I just got a good feeling. If you can keep the Cowboys at bay, really, they only were scoring field goals. And you kick the offense up in high gear, hell, you might even beat them in Dallas. You could snap this losing streak against Dallas. It's in the Giants' framework to do so. They have the chance. So, let's just do it, man. Let's go out there weekly and beat on these teams. Because the Giants have that capability. They have the core. Yeah, they dropped a lot of footballs yesterday, but they have a good team. They just have to mesh more. And they will be one of those 7 teams. And they will beat the Cowboys this year. That streak will be snapped. I got a strong feeling about that. Don't you? That's it for now. As I said, the links dropped below. And you can find them in the description. All about the SEO here at the One Leg Up Network. And on to the postseason for the Yankees. May 2nd, people were panicking. They had just gotten swept by the Orioles. And here they are, beating the Orioles to win the division. That's baseball, Susan, as John Sterling would say.